I'm gonna have to. I have a question for you, Cole. Are you a furry?
Okay, but Jay, 3, 2, 1. Mari Krombu Weebs, my name is Cole, his name is Jay, we like anime, and this is episode 246 of AniPro, and on this week's episode, we are reviewing the, I would call it a popular manga. It seems to be, like, decently high up on their popularity.
I'd say, like, for Manga Plus's standards, it's pretty popular. I don't know if
Manga
it's like,
Plus, that's
I don't know if it's like overall, like, it's not like Jujutsu Kaisen big or
no,
Demon Slayer big.
I would never dream of saying that the manga Hitoner is as big as the big boys in the actual magazine itself. But I think it's fairly high on the popularity charts on Manga Plus. Yeah. So we're reviewing Hitoner in the second half of this episode of AniPro. So if you're looking forward to that, of course, leave a like, subscribe, review, tell a friend about us, blah, 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 Jay. You know how it is. You know how it is. Here on YouTube, we gotta, market ourselves. It's a thing. It's a whole thing. It's a struggle. The struggle we go to and go through. I don't think the listener understands how much work goes into
these episodes.
Goes into saying that they should subscribe. It's difficult. It's tough.
Look,
people should feel bad for me.
I got 3 tasks for you. Okay, the listener. I got 3 tasks.
Yeah.
You see that button with a thumbs up underneath the video, or like, so if you're listening to this on Spotify, it's probably like right underneath the title or something like that. Press that thumbs up button. Tells us that you liked it. Yeah,
that's good. That's good. Then we know.
Now, if you're on YouTube and you see like that little gray button, it's like gray or white or whatever, that says subscribe. Press that. Or or on other apps, it might say follow. Press that. That tells us that you want to see more.
Yeah. Tells the algorithm, the machine, the ghost in the machine, Jay, that they want to hear more.
That they want to hear more of us.
Yeah, and you said there was a third thing.
And then the third thing, if you're listening to this on YouTube, there will be a box that you can click into. And once you open up that box, you'll see like a blinking line. What you can do in that blinking line is you can type in any thought you might have at all. Any thought whatsoever. It could be anthropomorphic animal girls are weird, or it could also be I love Uma Musume, or it could also be Beastars is great. I don't know, but you know what? You could do that, and it tells us exactly what you want to tell us. Like if you want to be a bit more specific with what you want to tell us,
it tells us literally, word for word, bar for bar, Jay, what they want to tell us.
What you want to tell us. Yeah.
There is no room for ambiguity in the comments section.
No.
You can say exactly what you want to tell us and what you think of us.
Yeah. But like for whatever reason, if you're like, man, I don't think they're getting those comments. I don't think they're actually reading them. I need to make sure that they like read what we tell them. We have a place for that, and it's in the description. It's called Discord.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of it? It's called Discord.
It's called the Discord server. If you go into the link in the description next to the word Discord, if you click that link, you can join our Discord.
Yeah,
crazy concept.
We're pretty limited on who we accept, though. It's only cool people that that can be accepted into Discord. So,
which is why you'll probably be accepted, because only cool people listen to this podcast.
That's true. That's true. Except for that one person. He's mean.
Yeah.
One mean guy. But I won't dwell on it too much, Jay. Jay, though, it is a Sunday afternoon, Jay.
It is.
And every Sunday afternoon, I ask you the same question. And I expect you to be prepared.
Oh, I'm not prepared.
What's on your mind, Jay?
Oh,
How's your week been? How's your week
my
been?
week's been good. You know what? I feel like I'm gonna take your what's on my mind this week because we kind of had we have a very similar what's on our mind this week, or like maybe we don't, and
Maybe.
I'm gonna be the first to say it, but we played a card game this past week called Weiss Schwarz.
It's true. It's true. Finally, it's back. It's not dead.
It's not dead. It exists. It's real. It's back. We're playing it. It's fun. It's a good card game.
It is a good card game.
Called Weiss Schwarz. Yeah, we went to our mutual friend of the podcast. Had a nice time playing some Weiss Schwarz.
He fed us.
He fed us.
And watered us.
We did some anime OP quizzes.
Of course.
One of the songs was talking about how they want to do things.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody said, "Hold on, did they just say what I think they said?" And I was like, "No, they didn't. They did not say that." And then turns out we went back, listened to it again, and I mean, of course, I could be mishearing it. But it held an uncanny resemblance to something quite egregious that they would do to our mother.
Yeah.
And I didn't appreciate it, but boy, did I laugh.
It was funny. It certainly was funny.
Are you trying to find what the anime was?
Well, I know what the anime was. It was the first OP for Arknights by Rayona. And I found the lyrics.
Okay.
And the misheard lyrics that we thought was one really weird thing actually says, "I've walked the road of lies and misery."
Okay. And what did we hear though, Jay? You know, try to keep it PG.
Yeah, I engaged in coitus with your
mother.
With your mother, yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to censor mother, Jay. That's a wholesome term.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's a wholesome term. But now everybody go out there and listen to that because that's
it's the one by Rayona called Alive.
Alive. Well. Yeah. Well, after what they said about my mother, I don't know how much longer
they
that'll
probably
be.
Won't be.
Yeah, that'll be accurate.
Yeah.
But yeah, Weiss Schwarz, I was excited to get together because I got the Uma Musume deck, one of the trial decks, and I hadn't played Weiss Schwarz in like a year, probably. I had to like refresh myself on how to play the game. But I think it's still, to me, I think it still reigns supreme. It's just such a, it's got such a nice flow to it. It's fun.
It's got that rubber band effect to it too, where it's like, you can't just steamroll someone else, but like, you know, everyone, when one person is about to lose, the other person is also very close to that same spot. So like, if you don't beat that person on your turn, they're probably going to beat you on the swing back.
Right. Yeah. And if you steamroll them early, the way the game is structured, you can play your stronger cards as you're closer to death or closer to losing, which I was reminded of when you and I played a game. I had a pretty decent early game. Like I think I had you on like level 2 or 3 to your doom. And then you just steamrolled me at the end there. And it was very disheartening. But, you know, it is what it is. And I don't hold anything against you. But, yeah, you know how it is. You know how it goes, Jay. Yeah.
I got a text when I got home from the person that from the house that we were at. And he was like, you left one of your decks here. So I guess I'm gonna have to go back.
You'll have to go back.
I'll have to.
And I'll have to go with you, I think. Just, for moral support.
Just to make sure that, like, I actually do get my deck back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, we don't want any,
and also to make sure that it still works.
Yeah, we don't want any, shenanigans played. So I actually told you guys, I said next time I'd be willing to host. So maybe I'll invite you guys over and we can play some Weiss Schwartz and
That'd
some anime OP quizzes, and we can listen to Rush on repeat.
Oh, we can listen to Nickelback, How You Remind Me.
How You Remind Me.
And Hero.
Yeah. There's plenty of good old Canadian music we can put on. Some Gord Lightfoot. We can put on some Tragically Hip, Put on some Blue Rodeo. They're pretty good. I like them.
Put on the Guess Who.
There you go. Oh, yeah. It's like, the band from Winnipeg.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone knows the Guess Who. American Woman. Yeah. Everybody likes the Guess Who.
Everybody likes American Woman.
Except for me. I actually hate them.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'll listen to them. I'll listen to them for you, Jay.
I mean, they're Canadian, so
they're Canadian. They're more than Canadian, Jay. They're Manitoban.
Yeah.
They grew up in the North
BTO.
End. BTO, yeah, that's pseudo Winnipeg band.
Yeah, I've seen them live.
Bachman portion. Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, where did you see them?
I went to the Juno Awards one year because they were here, and BTO was one of the bands.
Interesting. The Juno Awards, the Canadian Grammys, essentially.
Yeah, essentially.
For people.
My dad, when he was a kid, lived very close to Randy Bachman, so he'd listen to them practice in their garage.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that is very cool. Yeah, I think they were from north, the north end of Winnipeg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, everyone's got a connection. It's a small city, so
yeah.
There's usually some connection to the Guess Who or BTO or something like that. Yeah. Well, Jay's talking about Canadian music. And
you're talking about whatever's on your mind.
I am in the midst of my Cardcaptor Sakura rewatch still.
Yes.
Yes, let me tell you, it's a delight. It's still a delight. It starts off pretty kiddie. It's got its charm and everything, but now where I'm starting to get at is we're starting to get into the characters.
The more serious stuff.
Not super serious. It is still a kid's show, but it's fleshing it out. It's moving on from being just a shallow adventure story into something with a bit more of a wider world.
Okay. Less Monster of the Week.
Less Monster. It's still Monster of the Week, but there's an underlying thread.
Narrative.
Yeah, that's going through it, but it's still being told through Monster of the Week. But yeah, I'm having a good time with it. Yeah, I'm telling you, Jay, you got to watch it.
I am, I think, still 2 or 3 episodes in.
Well, that's about a percentage of the way through the show. So,
I mean, 1 episode in is a percentage of the way through the show.
Well, I mean, a single percent.
Yeah.
It's 80 episodes or something like that. Plus Clear Card, plus the movies.
I just started Dinosaur last night, so I gotta watch through that.
Oh, what do you think so far?
First episode, I'm gonna be honest, I think I like it so far more than Gridman.
Yeah?
At least from a intrigue standpoint, because it feels they're because all of the main cast kind of form Dinosaur rather than just one person.
Mm-hmm.
And they all kind of have their own story going on. It seems like it feels a bit more intriguing and there's more character depth to it.
Yeah, they form more. It's like a Megazord type of thing in Dinosaur. Yeah,
it's more of a Super Sentai thing than an Ultraman or whatever.
Yeah. I gotta rewatch those again. But I'm already rewatching something, Jay. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry I can't go through this with you.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm having fun. I'm having fun. I can tell you're having fun.
I am having fun, Jay. I'm having fun with it. I want to get this stupid podcast over with so that I could go watch more of it. But, you know, priorities, Jay, priorities. We have a duty to uphold.
We have a review in the second half, and then we also got teas for our next review.
We do. Do you got one picked out, Jay?
Who knows? Who knows?
Jay's got his next, 8 million mangas picked out, I'm sure. Unlike me, who scrambles at the last second to try to figure out what
who
my
knows,
next review
man?
recommendation would
You
be.
never know.
I don't know. The listener certainly doesn't know. If I don't know, how would the listener know?
Yeah, and don't skip to the end to see if I had picked one, because obviously I'm going to be revealing one at that point. It's not fun.
No. You got to stick around. Yeah, you got to stick around. You got to earn it.
Yeah.
I've got to earn it. We've got to go through all of this.
Yeah.
And I've got to earn my right to see what Jay is going to pick for our next manga review.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In the meantime, though, Jay, because this was my manga review, I felt compelled to come up with a first half discussion thing, that's semi-related to the manga. And I thought it would be interesting to kind of have an open discussion about anthropomorphism in anime.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean, Jay?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is all an excuse for me to continue to talk about Uma Musume.
I knew it. I knew it.
No, it goes beyond animals, Anthropomorphism in anime is it's a thing. It's an established thing.
There's a ton of anthropomorphized characters. There's guns, there's warships.
Ships. What's the one? Yeah, what's the one with the warships, Jay?
Is that Azur Lane?
I think that's Azur Lane. I think. There's no way to know. There's just no way to know.
Simply
Jay.
no way to. I mean, Land of the Lustrous.
Land of the Lustrous, yeah.
Gems.
Anthropomorphized rocks.
Yeah.
Rocks, Jay. Pebbles. Yeah. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. I forgot about that one. How could I forget, Jay, when it has...
How was I the one to bring up one of your beloved shows?
Yeah, but Jay, why do you think it's such a pervasive thing? What do you think it is about turning non-human things into pseudo-human things in anime? Why do you think we like that?
The boom of cute anime girls. How do we make it look cute? Yeah, how do we make it look cute?
It's moe,
essentially. Yeah,
I think that's ultimately what it comes down to. Because, you can make cute girls doing cute things. You could do that till the cows come home. But what if you did cute girls doing cute things, but the cute girls are also
the cute things,
kitchen utensils? We've got Fork-chan and Spoon-kun.
Yeah,
I'd watch that.
Yeah. I'd want to watch
Toast.
I'd want to watch Fork or Spoon-kun go up to Fork-chan and tell him how much he wants to fork her.
Wow, Jay. Wow. Wow.
It was sitting right there.
It was sitting right there. I
just had to dish it out.
The brave little toaster, Jay.
Yeah.
We do it in the West too, though. We do it in the West. We've got our Mickey Mouses and our Bugs Bunnies, but what it I mean, we've kind of already said what it is, what anime does differently than what we do. I think over here, it's usually played for yucks, it's truly just your cartoon, Bugs Bunny.
Yeah,
of course,
it's normally just
one.
Isn't that silly? Isn't that idea just hilarious? A walking, talking rabbit?
Yeah, a wascally wabbit, Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in anime, it's to sell merch.
Yeah.
Essentially, or mobile games or something like that. But we like them. We like them. I like them. You like them. You like some of them.
I think most people will find some kind of cute anime girl anthropomorphize something that they like. Go oh, it's a cute girl.
So one thing I think of, because like cat girls, for example, like we were pretty early. Like you get used to them when you watch anime, cat girls and stuff like that. But like, what was something that you recall seeing anthropomorphized and you just it made you give it like a second take kind of thing, like what made you go like, what? Why is that being anthropomorphized?
I mean, I think the ships one was the first clue into that of like, why are we doing ships? Like I get, like I always thought like I get animals because I'd seen like Bugs Bunny and like the Looney Tunes, but like ships, it was always like, wow, we can really just do this to anything, huh?
Yeah, like Uma Musume made me think of it, of course, but like it made sense to me, you see animals get anthropomorphized and it kind of like it makes sense, it's just down the street from a cat girl.
Yeah.
But yeah, ships, rocks, that's like in another zip code, Jay. That's a ways down the highway from where we are. So yeah, I'd probably agree with you. Like those ones really makes you realize like how creative sometimes writers can be.
Oh, for sure.
With
like,
it.
Yeah. The question I have for you is like, which show do you think did it the best?
Jay.
What?
Which show has captured my heart with anthropomorphism?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Uma Musume.
I thought you were gonna say Land of the Lustrous, honestly.
I often forget that there's something about Land of the Lustrous that doesn't really make me think of anthropomorphism. Like I know it is, but I guess it's the ears. You put animal ears on it, and that kind of makes it stand out in my head more. Plus, like the way that Uma Musume completely like disarmed me and turned me from a person who thought this was the most unusual idea possible into someone who into a believer and someone who spent time looking up the pedigree of nice nature and making a connection to our country and our town specifically. So I mean, I've got to say Uma Musume. Like Land of the Lustrous for sure is very good, but it hasn't resonated with me in the same way that Uma Musume did. But what about you? Answer your own question, Jay.
Yeah, I mean, it would be unfair if I didn't have an answer to this, if to just ask it and then jokingly say, "Ha, furry." But my answer to this would probably be Odd Taxi, just because like it uses the anthropomorphized animals in like a narrative context.
Yeah.
And I think that that's super interesting. Because it doesn't just like say like, yeah, they're anthropomorphized animals and that's it. But like there's actually like a reason behind their anthropomorphism, and it ties into one of the central mysteries of the story, and it's super unique and compelling.
Yeah, in terms of like best anime utilizing that, yeah, Odd Taxi would probably be up there. Like I think when we reviewed that one, all three of us praised the ever-loving poop out of that one, Jay. Like we all,
it's just a super unique show.
I think it was certifieds all across the boards.
I think so.
Yeah. No, that was.
Or it might have been protagonist at the time, but Same idea.
Yeah, the highest score we possibly could
yeah.
have given it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I mentioned the racehorse thing with Uma Musume. Have there been like, I don't know if you'll be able to answer this as with as much
Easily?
gusto as I do with the
Mhm.
racehorse thing, but like, is there any anthropomorphism in anime that like made you look into what they are representing? So like in Uma Musume, it's racehorses, right?
Yeah. Like, kind of? Because,
Okay.
like, I remember when I watched Land of the Lustrous, I was like, you know, while I was watching it, I noticed, like, the gems would break a lot, and I was like, is there a diamond one?
Mhm.
Like, is there a diamond girl? Because I know that diamonds are the hardest.
Yeah.
Um,
Mineral.
Mineral. Thank you. That's the word I
Mhm.
was looking for.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, then is there a diamond one? And yeah, there is.
Lo and behold, there was.
Lo and
Yeah.
behold, yeah.
And it teaches you a bit about like the different specifically the hardnesses of different gems and their colors and their yeah, it's very cool. That's a very cool anime people need to go out and watch or read the manga, because for some reason Studio Orange just refuses to do a season 2 of it, and I don't get it. That was like their claim to fame, was Land of the Lustrous, but they just refused to go back to it. What's up with that, Jay?
I mean, maybe they're waiting. Maybe they're waiting until they finish milking that Beastars cow that they that they found.
Yeah, Beastars. Well, there you go. That's another anthropomorphism in anime. Yeah, like what, like at what line do you think it goes? Like, is Beastars too far into like animal side? Like, do you like those character designs, or do you think you're more of just like give them animal ears and a tail?
It's tough because like I feel like with Beastars specifically, it's looking more at the animal side of the the character to tell its story, where and like it leans on the fact that they are animals to explore what it's trying to say, whereas like something like Uma Musume, like yeah, they're horses and it goes off the horse thing, but like if they weren't girls, it wouldn't, like, I don't think it would have the same impact. You know what I mean? Whereas like the like they're not, they're not anime girls telling this story. They're just animals that are humanoids.
Yeah. I would agree with that. I mean, I prefer the designs of Uma Musume.
Yeah. I mean,
like
it's just more eye-catching, and that's the point.
Yeah, going into, like, I think Beastars strays kind of further into that furry territory, which
100%.
I find ironic that you're the one who said that you enjoy that. I don't know, Jay. What does that say about you?
I mean, I don't really care about the like I don't look at any of the characters in Beastars and go like, oh yeah, hell yeah.
But people do.
People do, and I know people do.
Yeah.
I'm not one of them, but it does have its audience.
Yeah.
But it's not trying to go for that at all.
Yeah. It's telling a different story.
Uma Musume is like trying to get you to buy into the girls, and
that's part of its appeal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they could have just made like a horse racing anime with anthropomorphized racehorses who weren't all female. So they were definitely trying to.
Well, I mean, most of the
that.
horses in real life were male.
Right. Yeah. Your favorite, Jay, Ogre Cat.
Yeah. Ogre Cat.
Famously, A male horse.
Yeah.
Gold ship. Famously
Mm-hmm.
a male horse, Jay.
You own him.
Yes, that's true. Daiwa Scarlet, Vodka, Jay. Famously female horses. Those two were female horses. You see, Jay, that was a bait and switch. Switch, Jay. Yeah. Yeah. But
Naruto Top Road. Stallion.
Well, there you go, Jay. There you go. Haru Urara. Female. That's a female horse. Yeah, she was a female horse. Jay, one final question for you with the anthropomorphized thing. Mm-hmm. Look around your room right now.
Yeah.
Pick an object and tell me what its like personality would be.
Okay.
There's one item directly behind you I hope you pick. It's like right here.
Like here, right, like the AniPro trophy?
I mean, you could pick that one. I don't know. Maybe if you wanted to, you could pick that one. That'd be pretty cool.
Is that the one you were thinking of?
I don't know. Maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Sure. To humor you, I'll pick the AniPro trophy.
Unless you got a different one, I could pick the AniPro trophy. You know what?
I was thinking like my fan.
Okay,
just
sure.
Your fan. Be a huge otaku.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just doesn't. Why would it be a huge otaku?
Because they're a big fan.
Oh, they're a big fan. Oh, yeah. Okay. I get it. I was gonna say like because they spent their whole life in your bedroom and you watch anime.
No. They're just a big fan.
Okay. To be clear,
it's a pun, you see.
Yes. To be clear, the AniPro trophy would clearly be a himedere.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
100%. Yeah. It knows it's the prize, and
it would be like the short queen because it's the teeny tiny trophy.
Yeah. She'd be like a little himedere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Jay, that's a good one. The thing is with my the room I'm in right now, it's all my anime stuff. Mm-hmm. So I could pick Megatron and just say he'd be like Megatron from the cartoon.
What about like do you have any guitars in your room?
Not in my room right now. But I could pick a guitar. But a guitar would be easy, you know? Like a guitar would it would be like a rock star, you know? It would be full of itself.
And could just be like Bochi. Like whatever guitar Bochi has would just be super shy.
Yeah, but not my guitars. My guitars are cool, Jay. My guitars are cool,
Bochi's
and they know that they're cool.
Bochi's cool.
Yeah,
the thing about Bochi is she is cool because she is cool. She can shred on a guitar. She just doesn't. She's just very shy.
The key to what I said though, Jay, was my guitars are cool and they know they're cool.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's the thing. That's the thing. Hold on, I've got a little Titanic up here.
Okay.
So an anthropomorphized Titanic would be it would be someone who's very full of themselves, but who fails all the time.
Mm.
Like a himedere who has no natural skills. Do you know what I mean? They would just fall down all the time.
So I just had a thought, just talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
Is fate from the does fate come from the same root as anthropomorphized girls? Because
in a
basically
sense,
they're taking historical figures and making them like waifus, kind of like what they would do with anthropomorphized characters. You know what I mean?
They're animeizing human beings. Yeah, historical figures. So I think it's in the same realm, I would say. But how do you anthropomorphize something that's already anthropomorphized?
Well, I mean but it's the same appeal.
It is.
I look at Saber, right? Spoilers for Unlimited Blade Works.
Yeah.
She's King Arthur,
Mm-hmm.
right? King Arthur's a guy, famously.
Yeah.
And
a king. Yeah.
A king. And you know, like the plot, and also just like making merch, like the business side of it.
Of course, yeah.
Makes King Arthur into a cute anime girl. And the plot says like, oh, I'm like, legends thought of me as a boy, but I was actually a girl the entire time.
I would
Right?
say like it's not the same, but it's just to use that analogy again, it's just down the street from that. I would say, because like I said, everything else that we've talked about are things that are clearly not human being turned into human.
Yeah.
Where in Fate they're taking historical figures or myths, and they're turning those into anime characters. Sometimes waifus, sometimes not waifus. Sometimes they do take concepts, I guess. I mean, Jack the Ripper, like famously, we don't know who Jack the Ripper is, so let's turn
Jack the Ripper into a person, into a husbando.
Husbando in one version, or in another, like a lolly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fate's weird. Fate is weird, but see, if they took like Excalibur and then anthropomorphized Excalibur, then I would say like, okay, we're still on the same street, but like we're a block over with Fate. I think it's still close.
I think just Googling it, Soul Eater does that. Excalibur is a humanoid. Okay.
I've never watched Soul Eater, so
neither have I. That's why I had to Google it.
I've got to just take your word for it. So
yeah.
Okay, Soul Eater then. Yeah. Or what was that one where like the guy had a gun for a head?
Oh,
was he a gun,
No Guns
or
Life.
did he? Yeah, was he a gun, or did he just have a gun for a head?
I've never seen No Guns Life, so
yeah.
I actually don't know. He is... Now I'm actually curious. So, like,
I think he's just a guy with a gun for a head. Like, I don't think he, like, represents, like, a specific gun. I don't think he's, like, I'm not a gun person. I don't know what guns are. An AK-47? Yeah. It's the only gun I can think of right now.
He's just a guy with a gun for a head.
Pretty cool, Jay. Pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, that's probably as edgy as you get.
You don't get much edgier than that. But yeah, let us know in the comments below, like, what's... I say anthropomorphism, like, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? What's the first anime that comes to your mind when I bring that up? And, like, what's your favorite one? You know, why does it work? You know, let us know in the comments, Jay and listeners. But Jay, we do have to go to a break before we get to our review proper in the second half. But I thought it would be appropriate because it's been a while since we took a dive. Jay, are you? Do you got your goggles on? Do you got your swim trunks?
I do. I have my snorkel ready.
Okay, very good.
It's time for the mailbag.
If you've got a mailbag question, you can send it to us over at our website, anipropod.com/mailbag, or on our Discord. This one comes from our Discord. It's also a patron priority mailbag. Wee-woo. Comes from a friend of the podcast, Jay, tribal chief of the mailbag, Kratos, whomst we acknowledge, Jay. We acknowledge? No? Okay. No. All right. Well, Jay, I thought this was appropriate because, you know, it's a manga review. What unfinished manga do you think absolutely needs a proper anime adaptation in 2026? So think about that over this break, Jay, and we will answer it after this break. But first, I have to say, break.
Break. Hey, it's me. I'm taking over the podcast this week, like we always knew I would, to promote, well, AniPro. If you've been enjoying what you've seen so far and want to see more of us, consider supporting us on Patreon. where you get access to new episodes before anyone else, monthly bonus episodes exclusive to our Patreon, your mailbag questions getting pushed to the front of the line so we'll answer them sooner, and extra votes in our Listener's Choice review polls. But I get it. Not all of you are in a position to support us financially, but you still want to show your support. And I'm happy to say that you still can. Rating us 5 stars on Spotify or Apple Podcasts helps other potential listeners find us easier. And joining our Discord server is a great way to interact with the hosts more intimately than ever before, or other listeners like you. So what are you waiting for? Support AniPro today, join the community, and remember, keep on keeping on. Whatever. Let's just get back to the episode. I got it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, We'll see about that, Jay. Welcome back, everybody, to AniPro. I asked a question to my friend Jay, and to myself, I suppose. It was a mailbag question from Crawtoast, whomst I acknowledge as my tribal chief of the mailbag. What unfinished manga do you think absolutely needs a proper anime adaptation in 2026? Jay, you said you had to go through your list. You said you, which one? Meanwhile, Jay, I got it right off the bat.
Okay, well, if you got it right off the bat, then why don't you start us off?
Oh, you want me to just start it off without even...
Yeah, I mean, if you're so confident.
Without even deliberating on it, you know?
If you're so confident, Cole, then obviously you don't need any deliberation.
I don't need any deliberation. But now, see, the thing is, you're making me second guess myself.
Well, too bad. You were so confident that you got it. I want to hear this that you got.
Jay, you know what's a very popular anime?
What's that?
That came out in the last couple of years.
What's that?
Bocchi the Rock, Jay. You remember that one? You remember Bocchi the Rock? Good time, girls playing music in a band. I am going to pick something that falls into that same category.
Oh, I think I know where you're going with this.
And I'm going to pick a manga that I discovered on my own. No one ever introduced this to me. No one ever told me to read this. I'm going to go with Girl Meets Rock, Jay, an ongoing manga with 122 chapters out right now. So there's plenty of stuff that they can build off of in my dream manga adaptation. But yeah, I think it would do well. It would kind of scratch that itch that we've had since Bocchi the Rock.
More Bocchi.
More Bocchi. Different art style, different story, but still similar in a sense. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Jay, what about you?
For me, I think this is the Manga Plus episode because my pick is also a manga that's on Manga Plus.
Okay.
And it's something that I feel like doesn't have the recognition that it probably deserves when it's actually really cool. And that's Make the Exorcist Fall in Love. This is a manga about a boy who is kind of like the strongest priest, exorcist. And he's kind of like the Messiah, kind of. And that's kind of how he's treated by the church because he's kind of brought up as the ultimate exorcist to exorcise all the demons. And the story begins with him being sent off to guard this girl that's being hunted down by the demons. And he's supposed to protect them, but little does he know that she's also a demon, and she was sent by Satan to corrupt him and make him fall in love.
Oh my goodness. That sounds dubious at best, Jay.
It's currently sitting at an 80% on AniList. It's really good. I like the art style. I think it's a cool story. I think if the right studio got hands on this, it would pop off.
Jay, you're begging the question, what studio should do this?
Ooh. I don't want to go with Mappa because that would be like
I mean, you know, sometimes the right answer just kind of comes out.
but like I don't even know if Mappa would do like a good job with this, because like it has like that supernatural aspect to it that like you'd see in like, you know, Chainsaw Man or Jujutsu Kaisen and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like the characters are younger. Like
Okay.
the main guy kind of looks a little younger. I think he's 15, but he looks like he looks like a little boy. So I don't know if Mappa would do that style justice.
Okay.
Give it to like I mean, I could see A1 doing a decent job with
A1.
it. Probably.
I mean, A1 always does a good job.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Bones probably.
I was gonna pick Bones for mine. I feel like I could see a similar kind of animation style as My Hero Academia for Girl Meets Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I mean Cloverworks, of course, but like that.
That's the obvious one.
Then it's just Bocchi the Rock again, and
yeah,
I don't think they want to do explicitly that. But Bones, I feel like they have like a very bright art direction, which I think would suit mine pretty well.
For Girl Meets Rock, my studio of choice would be Doga Kobo. They did Alia, they did Oshinoko, Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night. It just kind of like feels like something that they would knock out of the park.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. Jay, you know what would be a good anime as well? Just because I know that you and I both like this one. Stop, I'm Falling in Love with You.
Yes.
That would be a great anime.
That would be really, really cute.
To meet in the middle, Jay, I'll propose this one for both of us. Just the way that it handles like the physical relationship between two people who have crushes on each other, I think is like hands down the best I've seen in a manga.
Yeah.
And it's not like explicit physical relationship. It's like these little kind of nudges.
Like there's nudges, like there's like hand, like they hold hands, but like it's like they don't think anything of it. You know, it's just like it's subtle.
Yeah. Yes.
It's not like this grand thing that becomes like the climax of a show. It's just like, yeah, I'm doing this.
Yeah, it's very, very cute. Read all of the mangas that we're mentioning right now.
Yeah,
they're all good.
Who would you
I'm assuming
give,
that.
Who'd you give Stop, I'm Falling in Love with You?
Shaft.
Okay.
I don't know. Who would you?
Probably like, I mean, Cloverworks would be the obvious one, but like,
yeah, they're doing so much, though. They're doing so much, Jay.
Just because I want to see them do like something more like Ranma 1/2, give it to Mappa.
Mappa? Yeah,
get them to do more rom-coms.
Yeah. I would definitely want somebody who's good at animation. I don't want a slideshow.
Yeah.
So I would say any of those. KyoAni, of course. Like, you gotta say it. But
I mean,
yeah. Those are three good ones that we would.
And then obviously, like, I mean, Fragrant Flower Season 2.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Bocchi the Rock Season 2, I guess, but it already got announced.
Yeah, that's right, Jay. It did already get announced. So I can hold off on my Girl Meets Rock adaptation a little bit longer because Bocchi's on the horizon. Jay, though, we do need to get into our second half proper, and that's where I hand the reins over to you, the manga maestro, Jay.
Yes. So our manga this time is Hitoner, which was suggested by our progenitor Cole.
That's me.
Hi. And essentially what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through a bunch of different thoughts that we come up with or that we came up with while reading the manga. Then final thoughts and ratings, kind of a couple comparisons, give you a little details on what it's about. Spoiler free. Everything here is going to be spoiler free. But it's not really, I don't think there are really any spoilers for this manga because it's only 11 chapters right now.
Yeah. There's nothing to spoil.
Yeah. There isn't really much to spoil, so don't worry too much about that.
In general, there's not much to spoil, I don't think.
No,
general, which we'll talk about.
Not really.
We'll talk about.
Not really. Yeah. But before we get into like the review proper, we have to give you guys we have to help you get your toes wet with the manga Hitoner. What is this manga about? And the best way to tell you is to get the person who set this manga down on my lap and said, "Jay, you got to read this." So Cole, what is this manga about?
Yes, Jay, thank you for handing the reins back to me. I appreciate it. Allow me to steer the ship for a moment before I hand the reins back. Hitoner takes place on another planet, Jay. Takes place on a whole other planet that's inhabited by these anthropomorphized, go figure, we just finished talking about that, creatures called, what are they called? Chemo. Or chemo, whatever you call them. So they look like animals, and they have essentially the character traits of animals that you would see on Earth. And they all live in this peaceful society, living amongst each other, and they have these legends of the Hito, which is a human, humans. But it's just a legend that they kind of tell each other. And then one day, outst the sky, Jay, fallest a space capsule, and outest the space capsule climbeth a Hito, Jay, a human being. A human being.
A human being?
A human being. And what's his name? I know I wrote it down here. It's another pun, Hitoshi, which is again a funny, Hito.
Get it? Ha ha ha! Because Hito.
And basically the whole story is about how do they react to this alien, essentially, landing on their planet, and obviously he's far more advanced than any of these chemo on the planet, and how and kind of how the society reacts to it, and all of that. Of course, that being said, like we said, we are only 11 chapters in, so one could argue that this is all kind of just the setup to a larger story, but as of right now, that is the overarching idea, is how
they're getting to know
Hitoshi
as a part. I want to say person, but like as a being, I guess.
Yeah, as an entity. So they learn how to communicate with him.
Yeah.
And they kind of learn about his technology and stuff like that.
Yeah, he learns their language so he can help communicate with them and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's very concept heavy manga, I would say, Jay. But Jay, to you, I hand the reins. Jay.
So do you have any relevant or interesting info, Cole, about this manga?
No.
No. Okay.
Not off the top of my head. I did see that this was based on a one-shot. I haven't had a chance to read the one-shot, So I don't
Basically.
know.
Chapter 1.
Yeah, but people seemed excited that this was becoming a series.
Mhm.
So if you want to maybe check out the one shot and see if you like that. But
Or just
like I
read
said,
chapter 1.
or just read chapter 1. Yeah, it does. Chapter 1 is essentially, it's giving you the full setup. It's,
Yeah.
and it's fairly short when chapter 1 is 50 pages, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Manga Plus, it's like chapters 1 and 2, which are kind of like fused together to make like 100 pages, but like it's 2 separate chapters.
Yeah.
The author of this manga, Tomohiro Yagi, has also done a series in Shonen Jump called Red Sprite, which was like, I think like 13 something chapters. It was a very short stint back in 2016. And then he was also an assistant on Mission Yozakura Family.
Okay. Did you read that, the one you mentioned before, Red
Sprite?
Red Dawn?
I read like chapter 1 of it, and like it was an interesting concept about like it's like a steampunk world of ships, like flying ships. But like it really felt like an axed shonen battle thing.
Oh, okay.
Whereas this feels a little bit more like creative and high concept.
High concept is certainly one way of putting it.
Yeah.
Certainly. But oh, sorry. You're in charge. You're in charge.
The only thing that we can talk about before we get into like our thoughts proper is going into it, like what kind of were your expectations for Hitoner? And I know you read this before the review started, so like you probably had expectations before reading it the first time, and then like expectations on a reread. So Cole, what were your expectations at both times?
Well, I'll put myself back into like what I thought going in initially, and that was nothing. Head empty, no thoughts initially. I picked it up, and I hate to say it, Jay, I hate to admit it, I picked it up strictly based on the cover on Manga Plus. Something about it just struck me. The cat girl, she's cute. And I was like, okay, I'll read this. And then I started reading it, and I was like, oh, okay, there's some depth here. It's not just like there. It struck me in a different way. And then, of course, on a reread, it was just to be able to kind of go more in depth into the concept. It's a very humanist manga, I would say. So to kind of dive into that a little bit more on a reread. But what were your thoughts going in, I think is...
My thoughts going in, I knew that it kind of tackled more of like it had a very political stance on like not race necessarily, but like being more open to outsiders. And it kind of used animals as kind of like a metaphor to talk about that. But I wasn't sure like how, and the big mystery for me was like how was it going to handle that?
Right.
And so that was kind of my thought going in of like how is it going to handle using animals to tell this kind of like divide?
Yeah.
So and to kind of give like a broader picture on like on who we think this manga would attract, what would you compare it to, Cole?
I'm so glad you came to me, because I'm going with the most obvious comparison, and that is Beastars, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, the animal aspect of it, but just kind of that overarching yeah, idea of like society accepting one another and all of that junk, Jay,
Mhm.
all that gobbledygook. And I think they both handle similar things. I would say that this is probably more optimistic than Beastars is, but I think they're similar.
I think that it gives like similar more optimistic vibes on the like off the jump, but I'm not sure if it's like I'm not sure if it's gonna remain optimistic all the way through.
Yeah. Well, of course. But like so far,
yeah. Yes. Yeah.
even the people who are kind of less welcoming of Hitoshi kind of get their comeuppance to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Like it's rather than saying like, oh, humanity, of course these are animals, but rather than saying like humanity is inherently not accepting, this is saying like there are people who will not accept. But as a whole, humanity is gooder than we take it, than we initially might think. Yeah, but what do you think of? Like, what's your comparison?
I mean, like, Beastars would probably be like the first comparison. There's like a little part of me though, like to a much lesser extent, but there's a part of me that wants to use The Promised Neverland as a comparison.
Okay.
From the lens of like making the humans the thing that is normally like not feared, but like kind of reversing the role of the human and the and the I don't want to say beast, because like in The Promised Neverland they're not really beasts. But like the
humans and like the others.
Yeah. Because like in most things, like it would just be like humans, and then like an anthropomorphized animal would come down, and they'd be like the alien that is studied.
Yeah.
Whereas in this, it's the alien is the person, right?
The outsider is yeah, us. Yeah.
And it's kind of the same in The Promised Neverland, where it's like they are I'm trying to tiptoe around spoilers for The Promised Neverland, because I feel like that's one of the things where like the first chapter, even though it is the first chapter, like that twist kind of,
the hook is so important in The Promised Neverland.
Yeah. But it does something that kind of dehumanizes them as well. In the same way. So if you like that same kind of hook, they're similar. Narratively, you know, Hitoner is more of like a political drama, whereas Promised Neverland's more of like a horror.
Yeah, horror thriller. Yeah. Where this, like you said, it's more of a commentary on people.
Yeah. It's more of a social commentary.
Okay. But that's what I was trying to say.
But they kind of have that like same like, you know, dehumanizing people aspect to them that that's used to tell a certain kind of story that's kind of similar.
Yeah. No, definitely. That makes sense to me. But Jay, let's get into our topics. Let's get into this review.
Now we
Jay.
get into our main thoughts proper. We just have a bunch of different like thought buckets,
ideas, prompts.
Yeah. On the manga, there doesn't need to be like a thought for every thought bucket. There happens to be one this time, but there doesn't have to. But the first thing that I think we should tackle here is the characters, because like in something like a political drama or like a social commentary, I feel like having an interesting character is almost pivotal to be able to get a reader interested in the story. And with such a large cast here, with multiple POVs, did we feel like we spent enough time with Hitoshi?
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, Hitoshi is supposed to be our surrogate, right? He's supposed to be our stand-in. Frankly, he's borderline mute. Like, he doesn't really talk.
I'm gonna be honest. Hitoshi to me doesn't feel like a character. He feels more like a plot point.
Okay. To do
like,
what?
To show like this idea of aliens coming in, and the idea of like studying and working together. Usually when you tell like an alien story, it's one of two things. It's either they're coming to invade us, or we're gonna try and like become friends with them.
Right. Yeah.
It's like one of those two things. And Hitoshi is basically just the alien that they are studying.
Yeah. Yeah. And the other thing too, as far as characters go, because like you mentioned off the top, like you want characters to kind of get you invested in this. I think this is kind of an exception, to be honest. Like, I don't think there's really a main character in this.
Well, I think there is. The main girl, Tanelico, is the main character.
She's kind of the narrator, I guess, but like a lot of chapters, like we just follow some random chemo, like the horse boy, who just learns a lesson from after meeting Hitoshi. Like, I could see the manga transitioning into having her be like a proper protagonist, but like there's no protagonist, I would say.
The first two chapters really kind of like tried to make her the protagonist, just like from how it was going, and then it started doing like different POVs later on. And like honestly, it didn't really feel like any of the characters were individual characters, but rather voice boxes to preach a message.
Yeah. I think basically what I'm getting at with this is I think this would benefit from having a more solidified protagonist, like someone who is properly, like, you know, they're there and present.
I think like if the story took more time to flesh someone out,
I think it would benefit from that.
Yeah.
That said, I don't think it necessarily hurts it. I think it would only make it better.
Yes. Like, so, I don't think like it clashes with what it's trying to do by not having characters.
Yeah.
But it feels like there's an absence in something that could make me feel more invested.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, we're both essentially saying the same thing. And I think like the obvious person like off the jump to make your protagonist would be the human.
Oh, I think the protagonist would be Tanelico.
That's what I was going to say. I just mean like intuitively you would think like, okay, well, our humans are protagonist. But I think it's the whole thing is the human is the outsider, and our point of view should be one of the chemos, which of course leads to the face of the franchise, if you will, in whatever her name is, Cat Girl.
Tanelico, which is funny because it's like a play on Calico.
No,
Yeah.
I knew it was a play on a cat. They're
Yeah.
all plays on whatever
On different,
animal they
like,
are.
yeah. I think like literally one of the boars or whatever is named Ham. Like
Yeah. Well, even Hitoshi, right? Like it's a
Yeah.
play on human.
human. Yeah.
Yeah, in Japanese,
Yeah.
of course. Name him Man. Man.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, but I would I guess the question is like, would we want to spend more time with one specific person? Yes, I think it's basically.
Yeah, I feel like I wanna spend more time with like with Tanelico so I can get like a foundation for like the status quo and who who these characters are. And Hitoshi, like I'm fine with him being mysterious as long as over the course of the manga we get to learn who he is as a character more and more.
Yeah, I do like the mysterious because there's a bit of like cognitive dissonance with like the mysteriousness of Hitoshi. Because like the things that they are treating as a mystery, you know, rocketry and stuff like that, like we know.
Yeah.
It makes it interesting that like we know the answer to we know the answer to these questions and we're watching other people discover it.
Well, I mean, to us,
I will say
the mystery is more like what is the difference between their society and their technological advancement versus Hitoshi's, like because we do know like how to do X, Y, and Z, but we don't know like at what point in time Earth is currently at. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It takes place like based like on his technology. Yeah. It's implied that it's kind of like in a near future kind of era. Like
kind of.
Still
but, like,
learning.
We didn't know that until like, you know, until like it was slowly kind of revealed to us like what's going on.
He lands in like an Apollo style spacecraft. He comes out in a spacesuit that we would see today. The main difference in technology that I recognize would be kind of the cryo sleep. That's kind of the main sci-fi thing. But like he's teaching them about rocketry, which is like that's not super advanced technology.
Yeah.
It is, obviously. I don't know how to make a rocket. Like as a society, we know
it's not ahead of
like
humans.
He's not traveling here on the Starship Enterprise, you know. Yeah. He's coming on a what we would recognize as like a near future type spacecraft. But I was gonna say I do like the kind of the dynamic between Hitoshi and the cat girl Tanelico. Yeah. I find it funny how like he just thinks she's like a cute cat and he just like pets her and stuff, and she just is fascinated with him as well. It's cute. There's this one panel specifically where they're like laying in the grass and he's just like holding her, not in like a like romantic sense. It's like how you would hold a cat. Like,
I love.
He just thinks she's cute. Yeah.
I love how like at the beginning of the manga, like they're like, oh, if they touch your head, like you'll become poisoned by them or whatever. And then like because of that, when they show off like the human anatomy, they censor the hands because it's like like, oh, it's similar to genitals or whatever.
Well, they're weird, right? You look at a human hand and it's very strange. And but that's the thing too, like they make the animals we'll kind of talk about it with like the production and the designs and stuff, but like they make the animals have unique like appendages. Yeah. Like some animals like even Tanelico's hands are like very like stubby and like chunky,
like cat-like.
Like a cat's paw just with like a little bit more finger. It's interesting. I kind of appreciate that, but we'll talk about that when in a future discussion point. But
well,
I just wanted to point out I like some of the dynamics between the characters. It is fun.
But moving on, do you have any other comments on character, or did you want to move on to production?
No, okay. We can move on. Yeah.
So for production, this is kind of like the nitty-gritty manga side of it. This is the paneling, the art, the character designs, that kind of thing. And just first, right off the rip, what are your thoughts on the art in the manga? Is it clean? Is it easy to follow?
I think so. I like, it's not a very action heavy manga, so like it's not like you lose track of where you are in any panel. Like, what was a manga we reviewed a little while ago where like one of the main things was we had a tough time following the action?
Oh, Magical Girl Dandelion.
Yes, that was it. Yeah, where it was like, where am I? Where am I in space right now?
Yeah.
This benefits from it just being, it's very narrative driven. This could easily be just a book.
Well, the thing that I noticed while reading it though is like it is very narrative driven, but like it doesn't have a lot of like thought, like narrative bubbles or like speech bubbles, or like it does a decent, like a good job of blending both the images in the panel and the words, so it uses both to tell a story rather than just like over relying on words or over relying on picture, right?
Yeah. It's using its pictures to. It's using its pictures as pictures, and it's using its words as dialogue.
It's using its tools well for the medium, and I think that it doesn't over rely on one or the other.
Yeah. Which to me was a bit of a breath air, coming from Magical Girl Dandelion, where it was a bit difficult to see where you are. Where this is, it's not very ambiguous. I understand where we are at all times.
100%. And like the manga, like visually as well, like I felt like you were saying, everything felt concise, easy to understand, and very clean. From an art standpoint.
It's well drawn too, I think. Like, I do genuinely just like the art design in it too. Like, it's not doing anything like super incredible.
There's nothing like that makes me like gawk at it for like an hour going like, wow, I'd make this like a picture on my wall or something. But like, it looks good.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice visually.
But the other side of it is the character designs, and like in this there are many different types of chemo, different like anthropomorphic animal designs. Did you like them? Did you think that they were appropriate, or were there kind of some that like took you out of it?
I alluded to it. Like, I don't think like they're the most attractive designs, I would say. Like, just speaking from an anime fan standpoint, you know, we're not looking at Uma Musume, Jay. We're looking at weird creatures that are a blend between a human and an animal. Even something like Beastars, where it strays further into animalistic. They're still pretty human shaped. This though, like, we've got it runs the gambit, right? Like, we've got some creatures who, like I said, don't have hands proper. We've got some who are humongous, like huge, with like weird. I noticed the hands, I think, more than anything, which I think is, I guess, something that we usually take for granted in a manga. But like, in one of the later chapters, they show like an elephant person, and his hands have like, they're just like big things. Like, they're just kind of like clubs on 5 clubs on his hand, which I think is a very creative, interesting take on like looking at an animal's hand or paw and just like adding a little bit of like what someone would think that hand would evolve into. In the future.
It feels more like like what a humanoid animal would really be like versus just like just we took an animal and made them more human.
Mm-hmm.
You know
or
what I mean? Like
we took a human and added animal elements to it, where this feels like they took an animal and then like the human hand the human hand we take for granted as like something that we would use to grab something, grab tools. Well, okay, what if animals had to grab tools? How would their hand evolve into something that could also grab a tool?
In between like an animal and like the Beastars, anthropomorphic animals, where they all have like human hands. This is like in between.
Yeah. And I think it's creative. You don't usually see that, right? Like you usually see one end or the other. And this is an interesting like middle ground. Like they're in the middle of their evolution almost into this like pure human with fur. Essentially.
Yeah. I like the designs. I don't think like reading the manga I really like particularly cared, because the thing I was more interested in like was the story about them. But like they all worked for me, and I think that like they all served an interesting purpose. And like you know, there was a lion one that was kind of like a senator that like was a little like nervous about trusting something that he kind of saw as above him, you know, which I thought was interesting. Or like there's like a horse that like, you know, the horses were like boasting that they were like the best at carrying things.
Yeah.
You know, so like it felt like they fit their roles just in a more human sense, right?
Yeah.
And I thought that was interesting. But yeah, it did its job to serve the sake of the story that it was trying to tell, and I thought that was kind of where I left it.
I agree. I was more interested, obviously, in what it's trying to say, but I noticed these things. I noticed the designs of the characters. So yeah. No, I think we're both on the same page. Like I think we both want to get into the plot, because that's that's the meat of this one
kind
for
of the
sure.
Meat of the manga. Yeah. But thankfully, we are done with production, with our thoughts on production.
Thank God.
And we are getting into our plot thoughts. And I guess the first thing is just like the concept of like alien visitors, and like the fact that they are like the alien in this story is a human, right? Like the alien that's normally like something that's like, oh, what? Like we need to, or do they want to invade us? Do they want to like, what's their purpose here? And all those questions. It's a human in this one.
Yeah,
which,
the visitor
like,
from outer space. Yeah.
Is one of us. So did we think that was unique? How did Hitoner handle this idea? Did it handle it well? Do you think it was unique?
Well, Jay.
Yeah.
How about you start this one off?
Okay.
I've started everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I thought that it was a very interesting premise of like, you know, the main the alien being a human like us, and I think the main interesting thing about it is the natural reaction that you would have to the alien being a human versus it being an alien. Like if you told this story and the alien was not a human, but it was like a Graylien, right? You would have a very different mindset to how the story would evolve, because it's like, well, I don't understand them. Just like you'd be more in the shoes of everyone else, where they're like, I don't know if they are trying to befriend us. Do they want to start a war? Do they want to destroy us and take over, or are they like just trying to make friends? Whereas when we see a human, we kind of have more of an understanding of what their intentions are and what they're and kind of give them more of a benefit of the doubt. And I think that in general is a very interesting idea. Retroactively, because you compare it to other stuff, right?
Yeah. This is like a concept. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but like think I've seen this before, right? Where like, what if the human was the Planet of the Apes, obviously.
Oh yeah, true.
You know, like the human is going to this. The human is the outsider and everything. What I think makes it unique, which we've discussed, is the fact that like it's not really the main character.
Yeah.
Right. Like it allows us to really like take an outsider view, take an outsider's view at humanity, rather than like with Planet of the Apes, for example, like we are, yes, we're still the alien, but like we're still the point of view character.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg in the, the remake.
Yeah.
Where this is, I mentioned it, that cognitive dissonance where like we're the human, but because the story is being told from the point of view of the non-human, we can look at humanity from an outsider's point of view.
That's kind of what I was getting at.
Yeah, and it puts us in an even more unique position because we know the advancements that humanity has made. And it allows us, because I've mentioned this already too, like it's a very humanist thing. Like it celebrates humanity in terms of like the acceptance of humanity, but also just like how humans are, right? Like where we are in like the animality of humanity, if you will, Jay. Like how humans have evolved into, like, we're not really the best at anything, but we're really good at a lot of things, and we're incredibly smart. We're jack of all trades, and we're super smart.
Yeah.
That's our niche. And it was fun to read that about these animal creatures kind of discovering like, this animal is kind of good at like everything. That's what I think makes it unique, where like a lot of times in a story like this, we're kind of the weaklings, which it does to a certain degree. Like from a physical standpoint, I think humanity is still weaker than a lot of these animals, but like, you know, we can run as far as a lot of other animals, if not further, because that's how we were evolved, right? We can sweat, so we can like regulate our body temperature. And of course we can eat anything too. Like it's these little things that we don't think about. Like that was another major thing where they talk about how like, like their stomachs are basically garbage dumps. We could just pour anything in there, and they can pretty much digest meat, plants. Yeah. Garbage.
Yeah.
That's what we do. And I don't know, I found it so fascinating to look at humanity from that outsider's point of view.
For sure. As a concept, the outsiders look at humanity under a microscope is probably the most interesting thing about this. But in terms of like the wider world of this animal world, how do we feel about that world building? Like, does it feel believable? Are there any like little things in like that are just kind of like asides that kind of help build that world? And I'll kind of go first with this because I have a couple thoughts on this. And I was kind of alluding to it earlier on, but I do really like the world building here. Like how, they're human-like animals, but they're not as technologically advanced So like some of the like they're kind of more of like I think like horse-drawn carriage era was where they
kind of turn of the century. Like they're starting electricity, you know, like late 1800s kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's very much kind of that era.
Mm-hmm. They haven't mastered, like they don't know about space travel. They haven't made rockets yet. They've tried, but like they haven't been able to figure it out. When, like I said earlier, when they kind of had that little piece of propaganda about like if they touch your head, you'll be like poisoned by them or whatever, so they censor the hands. Or like just like from the other character's point of view, the other chemo's point of views, when there's like that poster, like that propaganda poster of how the Hito is like poisoning us or like something like that, like just that little thing is so interesting, and seeing how like all the different sides are reacting to this Hito coming to our planet or their planet, or like there's a part later on in the manga where one of the characters that like was funding the Hitoshi's housing is like, I'm pulling my funding from it. He has to get a job. He has to figure out his own money. I like super cool how like intricate and like there's different things going on, and it really like just all of these little things help flesh out this world and made it feel real and realized.
The setting also like the world that we're in also allows us to kind of look back and put ourselves in that era again. The horse boy, for example, he doesn't want to study because, like, why would he want to study? You know, he's so good at carrying things. There's always going to be a need for someone to carry things, Jay.
Yeah.
Like, what could possibly come that would possibly take away his duty,
his trait.
His trait. But of course, we know, as the society advances, like, we don't use horses anymore.
No.
We race them, I guess.
Yeah. We use them for sport, really.
Yeah. So, like, he's kind of given a leg up because somebody's kind of coming from the future, essentially, and telling him, like, no, you need to study. You know, you need to expand your niche. So it like, all of these animals have their niches that they're in right now, and society is built based on those niches that they have now. But we know that the need for those shrinks, and I think that does a good job of kind of like putting a lens towards humanity as well. Like, not to get super political, Jay, but like the whole concept of like AI taking our jobs, like, you know, we're good at like finding new things for us to do, and that's another aspect that this world allows us to reflect on our current world, and I think that's good stuff too. That's good stuff, Jay. It's good, tastes good. Nom 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 nom.
Yeah. Sorry, I got a text that I had to respond to, but
oh, it's okay.
The other part of it, which is a bit more of like a part of the world, and it might lead to further story beats later on. Do you think there's more hiding under the surface of this chemo world? They kind of get like, they kind of tout themselves as like, we solved war, but like, do you think that that's true, or do you think there's some skeletons in the closet there?
I think what the story's trying to say is, yeah, maybe they did solve war, but they're clearly still like susceptible to othering people.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And this, I think what I posed this question. I think what it's saying is that like these are kind of inevitabilities that we have to work through, but they're always going to come up, and we just have to work through them. Even if we got rid of war, there would still be these like little squabbles that we have.
Yeah, I think that it was less that and more tied to the animal kingdom itself, where they were in like a survival of the fittest thing, kind of like Viltrum in Invincible, where like they just like weeded out all the like all the weaker ones and only the strong survived. And that's kind of how it is in the animal kingdom, where like it's a dog eat dog world. And I feel like that's kind of where it's going, where like they said like, well, we killed all the weaklings and then like we're the strong that survived. We're not going to go to war because we already did that. We already weeded out the ones that needed weeding out.
Okay. So like you think,
and it kind of alludes to it in like one of the preludes where like the ones that weren't fully evolved into chemos, the animals were kind of like killed off.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it makes it so that even this peaceful society, like the very bedrock that this peaceful society is built on, is still built on a foundation of violence and of survival of the fittest, as you put it. Which I think kind of plays into it. Like I think it's just inherent for humans and chemo in this case to just kind of want to be the strongest and othering the weaker ones and being scared of who you think is stronger. I think is a big thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It says a lot, Jay. It says a lot.
Yeah, it says a lot about us by showing a lot about them, you see.
Yeah. It's a metaphor, Jay. It's a metaphor, you see.
It's all a metaphor. But aside from that, like, was there anything that kind of left you fearful for the future or like worried for how the story is going? And if so, like, what were they and why? For me, the kind of thing was like the Hitoner kind of feels like it's spinning its wheels a little bit. Like,
okay.
Like it kind of has been saying the same thing over and over and over again, but hasn't really been doing a lot to like expand upon it. Or like there was something early on where Hitoshi was taken into custody because they were worried about him, and they like ran experiments on him and tests on him and questioning him and whatever, and then like later on he was set free and he was kind of free to do whatever.
Yeah, you forget the part though, like later on in the manga where he's like taken into custody and then they do like experiments and stuff on him. And all of this, and then eventually they set him free.
Yeah.
And then, that other part where they like put him into custody. No, I know what you mean. It is kind of spinning its wheels. There's only so much catharsis you can get from somebody learning that like, oh, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
We can only learn that lesson a couple times.
Before it becomes like a bit redundant.
That's essentially what this is, right? It's just like, boy, I sure was wrong about this guy.
Yeah.
He sure is cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, I'm sure it did work very well as a one shot. And I'm not saying that this doesn't work, but it is kind of becoming a little bit of a one-trick pony, pardon the pun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even like the court thing that just recently happened in the manga, it felt like an ending that was supposed to be like an ending after like they go through this whole like, all of these chemos learned about the human and they all like now understand him, but there's this one naysayer faction that is still trying to get him to leave. So like they take him into custody and they send him to trial. And the way he gets out is he regales about everything he learned while he was on the planet for the very big grand finale. And I don't think it is that, and it most likely isn't. But like it kind of gave like this, like, oh, we're kind of axed and we need to figure out what to do.
I felt like the whole court, like that should have been an arc rather than it being like 2 chapters. You know, like it almost feels like it's having its cake and it's eating it too. Like it's like, oh
yeah,
here we go. We're gonna finally resolve the issue with the chemo and the singular Hitoner or Hito, and it should have been more of a story rather than it just be like, let's all just smell him. Let's just smell him and see if he's
well. They were
cool.
smelling him because he was farting because they fed him like this thing that didn't agree with him.
Yeah, but and then it's resolved. Then it's resolved, and
it's
then
just resolved, and he's free again until the next time he gets captured.
He's free again until the next time he gets captured. I will say, as far as fears or worries going into the future, a potential plot point has been introduced at the end of this chapter that we read, chapter 11. That honestly makes me a little nervous that this might just kind of become a generic, like we've got the good guys over here and we got the bad guys over here, rather than like this morally gray thing that's kind of been set up.
Yeah.
I'm nervous about them getting away from what they were telling in these first 11 chapters.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
And like that kind of goes in line with the idea that like maybe the creator had an idea for a one shot, and then it got so popular that he was told like, let's make it a series, and he went, okay,
yeah,
and kind of just like, you know, was like, I got to figure something out.
I've got a good idea, and I had a good idea, and I made a one shot about it, and it was a good idea, and people liked it. Okay, let's do that idea again. Okay, that worked. Let's do that idea again. Okay, that worked. Let's do that idea again.
Yeah.
Okay, it's working. Even he's
how long
like,
is it gonna work for?
I need to come up with something to move this along, and I'm a little nervous about what that something is.
Yeah.
I hope it's good. I hope it's good.
Yeah, I hope it's good too. It's just like it feels like it set up a foundation, but it didn't really like do anything to build upon that foundation. You know? And that's kind of the big thing that worries me regarding Hitoner.
Yeah. No, for sure. It's the foundation is good at one thing. It's a very tall building, but it's swaying in the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just for other thoughts, I mean, we always ask this when we do a manga review. Anime, yay or nay, Cole?
Yay. I would like an OVA. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if you could do a whole series about it, but like I could see an OVA about an OVA or a movie of a perceived alien invasion from where the human is the spaceman, and the point of view is not the human. Planet of the Apes from the apes' point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that being a decent movie. I don't know about a series.
I think the biggest problem for this is that like, I feel like this is the first manga where I'm gonna have to say no on this becoming an anime. At least not yet.
Okay.
It could change my mind as it goes along, but like I said, it feels like it's just been spinning its wheels, and if it keeps doing that, then like I want to see the first episode because the foundation that it set was pretty interesting, but then it doesn't go anywhere from there. And
that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying about like a movie. An adapted movie. I don't know if you could do it direct, but like, I think you could do a movie where
I feel like if they adapted the one shot.
The one shot, or it takes kind of the court thing that we just went through and kind of made that the focus of a movie.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool. But I don't know
kind
about
of like a 12 Angry Men scenario.
Yeah. And then they all come in and smell his butt.
Yeah.
And then that's how
that would
it's
actually
resolved.
be a really interesting thing where like the movie starts and it's like the very end of the trial right before the jury makes a deliberation, and the jury's all like these chemo people.
Mm-hmm.
And then like they all start off we're finding him guilty, and then slowly they all change from guilty to innocent kind of thing.
Yeah, but Jay, first act, let's write this. Let's write this right now.
Okay.
First act, we're set up. Yeah. We're set up and we're in this world. In medias res.
Yeah.
It's going into the trial, and we follow the jurors, like you said, 12 Angry Men. Mm-hmm. And then at the end of the first act, it's revealed that who's on trial is a human being in this world of animals.
Oh, okay.
That's when it's revealed that it's a human. And they're talking about him like he's like this creature from another world. And I mean, we know, obviously.
So, okay. So like, if we're doing like how they look, they're in like their like an astronaut outfit. Right? And then like at the end of the first act, the judge is like, can you take off your helmet so we can like talk to you?
Yeah. Just some way of revealing at the end of the first act that it's human. And then the second act can be like all of the character witnesses who come in, and like then you can kind of tell the stories at that point about like, oh, I thought he was like this, but it turns out he's really cool. And then you can have another person come in and do the same thing. I think that would be a better way of telling those stories of him. Just everyone's like, oh, he's cool, in a way that is getting to an end point of him being deemed cool by the court. The judge is like, I deem this man cool. And then credits roll and everybody celebrates.
Yeah, I know that would. Yeah, man, let's write it.
let's write it, Jay.
And then I only have one other thought here. Because I think we're kind of like mixed on the anime thing, to kind of bring it back to that before I move on. We're kind of like, but one last thought here, and this one's directed at Cole. I'm gonna have to. I have a question for you, Cole. Are you a furry?
Okay, Jay. I know that we just reviewed Uma Musume because I like.
So
Uma
you
Musume.
did bring up, like you did suggest both Uma Musume and Hitoner for review.
Yes, that is true. Which begs the question, does it make me a furry?
Yeah.
If liking Uma Musume and liking Hitoner makes me a furry, Jay, then dag nabbit, I'm a furry, Jay. Clip it.
You've come a long way. And I accept
I put it in here
because
I put it in here because we always joke about it.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that you put it in here, so I don't get flagged for like.
To be clear,
wow,
yeah,
you keep bullying Cole.
No, I'm bullying myself. It's self-deprecation. Jay's innocent. Jay would never bully me. He's a good guy. Me, I bully. I'm a bully to myself, and to Jay a little bit too.
Sometimes. I would never.
It's equal opportunity bullying from me, though.
Yeah.
It's a sign of affection.
Yeah. But there's only one thing left to do for this review, Cole.
Oh my god.
And that's give our final thoughts and ratings for Hitoner.
Okay. Well, I get to go last because it's my recommendation.
You do get to go last because it is your manga. So I guess I go first. And I guess the only thing that I can really say about this is Hitoner has a very interesting premise, and I love how it sets things up. But man, it bothers me that like I don't really care about the characters. They're all kind of one note and just kind of serve the plot and message that the story's trying to tell. And like it after chapter 1, really, it just feels like Hitoner spins its wheels and doesn't really build upon the foundation that it set up at the beginning. The best way I can put it is it feels like wasted potential. Like, I like the idea of it, and I think that as a manga itself, like on a technical standpoint, it's an easy read, right? But I feel like it needs to put a little more effort into exploring its ideas and its theming from different angles than just kind of doing the same thing over again. Like, a part of me wants to say I would consider, like, if I were you, I'd consider checking it out. But, like, honestly, if it keeps this trajectory, I probably would have dropped it.
Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. I think I'm a bit more optimistic than Jay. Like, we both agree the concept here is very cool.
Oh,
very
yeah,
unique.
for sure.
Yeah. I guess I like the idea of, like, putting the mirror up to a human and looking at it and saying, like, wow, we do some cool things. And here's our representative. And he's on this planet full of animals. And they're discovering that, wow, you can do some cool things. We're only 11 chapters in, so, like, it is tough to like give a proper rating.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, Jay, you mentioned it, like, from a technical standpoint, I think it's well done. In terms of, like, its art and its direction. I'm nervous about the future, but at this moment, when I finish chapter 11, I still got to say it tickles my jimmies. It's just the right amount of sci-fi in that too.
Yeah.
And it kind of celebrates
honestly,
my
like,
favorite era and favorite thing that humanity does in space travel.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a blend of two things that you love: space travel and animal characters.
Exactly. It screams Cole. We'll see if it maintains its trajectory for me. But right now we're both saying the same thing. I think we'll see where it goes from here. But you're starting down here and I'm starting up here with room to go down and room to go up for you. And maybe we'll meet in the middle, Jay.
Maybe.
And we'll say consider it.
In the future. We're both just gonna, like, the manga's gonna end. We'll do, like, an update piece on this and just be like, big considerate vibes, man.
Big considerate vibes. Yeah. And we'll work on that screenplay, Jay. We'll work on that screenplay.
We'll work on it.
I'm gonna steal
a theater near you.
I'm gonna steal the reins from you, Jay, and I'm gonna say, what's our next manga review, Jay?
That is a good question, Cole. What is our next manga review? So here's the thing, Cole. I had a lot of fun playing Weiss with you a couple days ago.
It's true.
And you know, it made me interested in the wide world of playing card games.
Okay.
So why don't we take a look at a card game that's pretty popular, that neither of us have played,
Solitaire.
but has a manga?
Okay.
Why don't we take a look at Destroy All Humans, They Can't Be Regenerated, a Magic the Gathering manga?
Oh, okay. Interesting. You picked this one up at Icon. And I thought, hey, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hey, that looks pretty good. And
that's pretty good.
I don't know how Magic the Gathering works. I've never played the game. I'm sorry. But it looked cool and I'm interested. And this is a far better, I'm far more eager for this recommendation than your anime suggestion. Which Jay,
this is also by the artist of this is the creator of Klutzy Class Monitor and the Girl with the Short Skirt. So,
which just makes it even more interesting that it's a Magic the Gathering and that from that mangaka. But Jay, I alluded to our next anime review as well. Could you let the listeners know what our next anime review is as well?
Our next anime review is Gurren Lagann.
Gurren Lagann, Jay.
Lagann.
And both of us famous haters of Gurren Lagann.
Famously.
Maybe we will become rehabilitated in the eyes of the average anime fan.
Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. That'll be coming up in the next few weeks. And then, as Jay said, Destroy All Humans. They Can't Be Regenerated is their next manga review. So look forward to those, ladies and gentlemen. While I read you my script, Jay. I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to regale you.
Okay.
With my script. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of AniPro. If you liked it, please leave a like, subscribe, leave a review, tell a friend about us. If you really like us, why don't you consider supporting us on Patreon like these lovely people? Mr. Family Guy 36, Elijah Wood, Braindead B-Dog, Kratos, Mogmog, Uncle of Light, Zaffron, Genus 26, and Taco. By supporting us on Patreon, you get access to all sorts of perks, and it really helps out the show. We're also on social media at AniProPod, and please join our Discord community to keep up with us and other listeners. Links to everything is in the description. Or our website, AniProPod.com.
AniProPod.
AniProPod.com. Jay, I think it's my turn to lead us in a round of bye-byes. So I've gathered you all here. I've gathered you all here today to make you listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
And by golly, you're going to listen to me while I say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.